here, aromatics, down at one of my favorite fishing holes. Good place to catch largemouth bass, although I haven't caught any yet. I've been fishing for maybe 40 minutes. Mostly the little sunfish seem to like snag my worm before anything else can get it. I did catch a couple of little yellow perch, but they're not big enough here to eat, and even if they were, they got little parasites in them. Although you can still eat them, yeah, not my type of thing. Anyway, while I was here, I figured I would do a pipe tobacco review, and today, well, first of all, when it comes to really hot, humid weather like it is today, I like to find myself a nice Virginia or Virginia Perique or Virginia Oriental, something like that. They just seem to really pop in this kind of hot weather, and plus they're kind of lighter blends, right? The heavier blends I find I enjoy more during like the cooler weather. So today I was digging around and I found one I haven't smoked in a long time, and that is C&D's Shandy Gaff, which I think is an old recipe that they got from one of their previous owners that they bought out when they became Cornell and Diehl. So this Shandy Gaff is a tobacco that consists of, as far as I remember, burley, perique, and some Orientals in there. And the description is it's supposed to sort of give you that, it's that salty air type of, down by the, the ocean type of smell or type of taste, smell, etc. And yeah, so it is, I don't know if you can see that, your typical Cornell and Diehl ribbon cut in the bag. It kind of smells to me like, sort of like Fig Newton-y. I wouldn't say that it's coming necessarily from the Perique, just kind of got that tobacco-y Fig Newton type of smell. So I've got my little Legend packed up. It's such a plain little pipe, but I find they're one of the best smoking pipes for hot weather. They just really keep your tobacco cool. And this one's probably one of the first pipes I ever had, and it's still going strong. It's got a nice patina. It's got some good use out of it for sure. So let's light up and see what we're getting taste-wise. Got my old trusty match here. So the first thing that came out to me is just kind of a naturally sweet burley. Like a cereal type of taste. It doesn't say Virginia, but it almost tastes, it's got that kind of sweetness that a Virginia would lend to a burley blend. But as you smoke it, a little bit of that Turkish Oriental kind of comes out, which gives it a bit of a spice, which reminds me of, I always like to compare it to, if you've ever had ramen noodles or Mr. Noodles, and they have that little pack of spice, like the chicken, like say it's the chicken flavor spice. So imagine if you just put your finger in that spice and put it on your tongue, you get that kind of savory flavor. That's what this kind of reminds me of. Now, I might have read somewhere that they add a little bit of ginger to it. I don't know if I can necessarily taste ginger. But those Orientals really kind of give it that savory, almost like a salty sea air type of flavor. Now it's really light-handed if you're not a big fan of Oriental tobaccos. There isn't a ton in there, but I would definitely say that it's definitely noticeable. And it just gives that burley just that sort of savory, slightly gingery, salty, sea breeze kind of flavor. So yeah, I find Orientals are nice. Orientals and Virginias are nice for these types of, like this type of hot, humid weather. Now, although it doesn't have, as far as I know, Virginia, it's got that burley, it still is a nice, light, hot day smoke. Nice little change of pace. It's kind of interesting. So I don't normally smoke a lot of Oriental type tobaccos, but this one's interesting enough that I do enjoy it. So even if you're not really a burly type of guy, but you like, or type of gal, whatever it may be, it's a nice warm weather blend. It's a little bit, especially if you like stuff a little bit on the heavier side. It's not a heavy tobacco, but it might be heavy for those of you who just like straight Virginias. So yeah, definitely for you, those of you out there who like Virginia Orientals, Burley Orientals, or just Orientals in general, but without, usually they put Orientals in Latakia. So this is a nice, this is nice. I'm glad this was a nice pick for today. So if any of you guys had Shandy Gaff, I haven't heard much people talk about it. If you have, let me know what you think in the comments below. So I'm gonna keep on fishing, and I'll see you guys in my next review. Till then, aromatics, signing out.